Sorry about that. I forgot to turn the amplifier onto my microphone. Just making sure everything's up and running. I was saying, welcome to the breakfast broadcast, where we eat breakfast together. Monday to Friday, eventually. Give or take a few days here and there. But, yeah. This morning for breakfast, I have got... What is this, Berry Colossal Crunch. It's... I've snuck in a few bites. It's quite tasty. And then underneath of that, I've got a mix of a bunch of cereal. Well, let's get straight into it, shall we? I don't know how to eat with the microphone here. It's a new microphone. Still working it out. So I'm hoping you can see this here. What we have on the screen here is a high-resolution image of Elize, Algeria, which looks to be on the northeastern edge of Africa. Tasty cereal. The weather right now in Elize. Let's check for some live weather. It is 38 degrees Celsius. The wind is coming from the east, 18 kilometers per hour, and we're looking at 19% humidity. So it's quite hot, to say the least, right now in Elize. Here's Elize from an overhead view, and let's zoom right in there and get a close look at this beautiful desert town. For me, the weather right there, right now, sounds beautiful, because I'm stuck up here in Canada, where it's always too cold, in my opinion. Now we get a 3D view of Elize, and we can see how close it is to the northern oh, wow. Wow, this... What? Whoa. See, I feel like the world is a much bigger place now. And now I feel like the world is a much smaller place. That's okay. And last but not least, a few good photos from Elize. At least the ones that have been clicked on the most in Google searches, and the ones that Google has picked out to be appropriately placed in the area. That's pretty cool. Just looks pretty useless, but okay, why not? It does provide shade, I guess. That's not bad. Alright. I gotta eat more breakfast here. I didn't think eating with a microphone in front of me through. What can you do about it? Right now for music, I've got to work out the audio levels, but I hope this doesn't make the music too loud. And I don't even know if you can hear me, but right now we're playing Collider Lo-Fi featuring Envy Visitor. I'll bring up the title on the screen there. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it does say Collider CLYDER Lo-Fi featuring N Visitor. This music is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution 3.0, which means that anybody can use it freely in their commercial work. They just gotta give reference to the original author. Thank you everyone for joining me today. I'm gonna try to keep my eye on the chat as best I can. I found this good article on Tom's Hardware, featuring compelling case mods of Computex 2017, which to me is just fantabulously awesome. Look at this case. That case is bloody awesome. Look at that glory. I forget what game that's from. I know I'm not nerdy enough to know. It's probably Portal or something like that. You can play me in the comments. This case is really cool. It spins around 360 degrees, and it has facial recognition on the front, unlocked for computer in theory. And I mean, it's not too useful right now because of anybody investing that much money in a computer, because that's probably quite a bit of money. They probably have better ways to keep it safe. Or there's an easier facial recognition system than, going in front of your computer even though it spins around. But yeah, computers are going that way. In the long run. Donkey Kong case. I think this is pretty cool. Zoom in a little bit there. Not quite, that's alright. I don't know how to get my face and my bowl of cereal in the shot at once. It's terrible. Forgive me. Corsair concept slate. Probably way too expensive to be worth buying. I can't quite tell, but it looks like it only houses one computer. It could house two. This case is really cool. Kinda inspired by Taipei 101, I guess. It's quite beautiful. If you want to check out this article, by the way, you can find the link on my Twitter account, @ChrisMSTweet. And I may post the link up in the description. I'm new to Periscope, so I'm not sure exactly how that, if there's a way for me to post it up after, but I can definitely post it to YouTube in the description after. Warcar. I mean, for a computer, that's pretty damn cool. Now, I'd really like to know whether that thing can move. Because if that thing can move, then that's a bomb computer. I've seen case mods before like this where they actually shoot nerf guns and things like that. I spent years working on that computer. Steampunk case. You always see steampunk case around at case mods events. I like steampunk stuff. I find that a lot of steampunk stuff, it's like they get all these pieces and they have to put them together in interesting ways, and you almost, like, the better the steampunk thing is, the more you don't know where the object came from. This one's really cool. I'm not sure how they did that. I imagine they 3D printed or injected molded it or something. But yeah, it's well done in terms of the detail. And it looks like it has a custom paint job on the outside of it too, which is very nice. Inwind, the floating case. So I guess the concept for this case was to build a case without having a case. Yeah, you won that one, Inwind. Pirates of the Caribbean case for Pirates of the Caribbean fans. I think this case would have been... It doesn't look like it, but I think this case would have been way cooler if it was had mineral oil in it, a mineral oil PC, so that you could have little Pirates of the Caribbean figurines inside and stuff. I think that would be really cool. But oh well, maybe they'll do it down the line. A death race case. The death race movies, if you haven't seen them, they're pretty funny. Titanfall 2 case. I haven't played Titanfall, but is it a good game? I don't know. Let me know. Robot motorcycle case. Yeah, that'd have to be a robot motorcycle case, because I would not be comfortable sitting in that thing at all. But it does look really cool. I wonder what kind of power this little guy has. I'll have to check it out later. Mithra spaceship case. That's pretty funky, actually. I like that a lot. To me, that has wants to be a drone aspirations. It says spaceship. But one day, computers will fly, and it's not far ahead of us. They pretty much already do. But they don't have the power. That case is beautiful. I like it. The Cooler Master Box Q300T. This is a cryo rig taku case. I guess the idea is to have a case on top of your desk so that you can put your monitor on top of it. But where they have it set up, it looks horrible. But you'd obviously want to have this case set up on a much bigger desk so that you have room for your keyboard and things. But I think this on my desk would go fairly well. A little too big maybe, but I'm looking to get something like that. Because right now I'm using, I'm not sure if I can show you, but my monitor stands are basically stacks of books. Because I got these crappy old monitors. But Corsair Concept Curve. I like it. It's simple, yet sexy. It's not too gamer, but you know, I could put that in my living room. Maybe if it didn't have the orange, maybe it had my favorite color on there, like blue or red. Kelios NSG, so PC. Oh man, I gotta go to Computex one of these years. Alright, there we are, back to the beginning. And the other thing that I wanted to point out was this. There's this article on TechRadar pointing out all around the world VR experiences. They've collected 80 different ones here. And basically it's just a list of different VR experiences that you can go on from different places and kind of like get a sense of what it's like to travel around the world. They say that VR travel is going to be pretty huge in the future. I can certainly see myself putting on a VR headset and just relaxing on a beach or chilling out in space, especially if I lived in a city. I'd want to get out of it quite a bit. And VR is a great outlet for that. You plug your body in, but you free your mind, kind of thing. I'm also excited for the future of live VR because I will still be doing the breakfast broadcast hopefully, but my dream is to have it broadcast live in 360 degrees or in VR. And I think that everybody's going to be sharing breakfast one day. Even if you're like alone in the middle of the desert, you have an internet connection, you'll still be eating breakfast with your family. Holograms, VR, that kind of thing. Augmented reality. Alizé is a beautiful place. Shout out to you, Alizé. Well, I've still got a bit of breakfast left here, but I believe I've gone over my time. Thank you for joining me today. I'll see you all again next time.